Have you ever thought, I just need to get through this week? I'm tired, but once things calm down, I'll feel better. Or perhaps you've noticed that you're exhausted even after resting. You're struggling to concentrate. And things that normally wouldn't bother you suddenly feel completely overwhelming. If that sounds familiar, you might be wondering, am I stressed? Or am I burned out? Stress and burnout can look very similar, but they aren't quite the same thing. And understanding the difference matters because what helps you recover from everyday stress may not be enough when you're experiencing burnout. In today's video, we're going to explore the difference between stress and burnout, the signs to look out for, and some gentle questions you can ask yourself. So, take a breath, settle in, and let's begin. What is stress? Let's start with stress. Stress is your body and mind responding to pressure, challenge, or perceived threat. It might come from work, relationships, money, parenting, deadlines, health concerns, or simply having too much to do and not enough time to do it. Stress isn't necessarily bad. In fact, your stress response is designed to help you. When your brain senses that something needs your attention, your body can become more alert and energized. Your heart rate may increase. Your muscles may tense. Your attention becomes focused. You may feel more motivated to get something done. For example, imagine you have an important deadline tomorrow. You might feel tense and worried, but that pressure may also help you focus and complete the task. And once the deadline is over, something interesting can happen. You breathe out. Your shoulders drop. Your mind starts to quieten. You may think, okay, that's done. And gradually, you begin to feel more like yourself again. That ability to recover is an important part of the difference between stress and burnout. Because with ordinary stress, there is often a sense that, I have too much going on. But with burnout, it can become, I have nothing left to give. What is burnout? Burnout generally develops when prolonged or chronic stress isn't adequately addressed. It isn't simply having one really bad day. It's more like your resources have gradually been depleted. You may have been pushing through for months. Perhaps you've been caring for everyone else. Working long hours. Trying to keep your home running. Managing family responsibilities. Saying yes when you really wanted to say no. Putting your own needs at the bottom of the list. And perhaps you kept telling yourself, I'll rest later. But later never really came. Eventually, your mind and body may begin to say, I can't keep doing this. Burnout is often associated with three broad experiences: emotional or physical exhaustion, feeling increasingly detached, cynical, or negative about what you're doing, and feeling less effective or capable. You might find yourself thinking, what's the point? I don't care anymore. I used to enjoy this. I'm doing everything I can, but it's never enough. Or even, I don't recognize myself anymore. And that can be frightening. Especially if you're normally someone who is motivated, caring, organized, or capable. The key difference. So, what is the biggest difference between stress and burnout? One simple way of thinking about it is this: stress can feel like too much. Burnout can feel like nothing left. When you're stressed, you may feel anxious, worried, restless, or overwhelmed. Your mind might be racing with thoughts about everything you need to do. With burnout, you may feel emotionally flat, disconnected, numb, or deeply exhausted. Stress can sometimes make you feel as though, if I can just get everything under control, I'll feel better. Burnout can feel more like, even if everything gets done, I don't have the energy to care. Another difference is recovery. You might have a stressful week and then spend Saturday resting, going for a walk, seeing a friend, getting some sleep and gradually feel better. But if you're burned out, a single weekend may not be enough. You may wake up after 8 hours of sleep and still feel exhausted. You may take time away from work and still find that your mind and body don't fully switch off. And you may notice that things you once enjoyed no longer seem appealing. 7 signs you may be moving towards burnout. Here are 7 signs worth paying attention to. Number 1. You're exhausted most of the time. Not simply tired after a busy day, but a deeper sense of depletion. You wake up tired. You go to bed tired. And rest doesn't seem to restore you in the way it used to. Number 2. You're becoming increasingly irritable. Small things suddenly feel enormous. You may snap at people, feel impatient, or find yourself becoming frustrated much more easily than usual. Number 3. You're emotionally detached. You might stop caring about things you normally care about. You may feel numb or disconnected. Instead of thinking, I'm really struggling with this, you may think, I just don't care anymore. Number 4. Your concentration is suffering. You read the same sentence several times. You walk into a room and forget why. You struggle to make simple decisions. Your brain feels foggy. Number 5. You're withdrawing. You stop replying to messages. You don't want to socialize. You may avoid people because interacting feels like another demand on your already limited energy. Number 6. You feel ineffective. Even when you're accomplishing things, you may feel like you're failing. You might constantly think, I should be doing more. I'm not good enough. Why can't I cope? And finally, number 7. You've lost your sense of enjoyment. Things that once gave you pleasure no longer seem interesting. Your hobbies feel like effort. You don't feel excited about weekends. You're simply getting through the day. If several of these signs sound familiar, it may be worth taking a step back and asking yourself what your body and mind have been trying to tell you. A simple check-in. Let's pause for a moment. Take a slow breath. And ask yourself these 5 questions. What has been demanding my energy recently? When was the last time I genuinely felt rested? Am I recovering between stressful periods or simply moving from one demand to the next? What have I been saying yes to that I actually don't have capacity for? And finally, if nothing changed over the next 6 months, how would I feel? You don't need to answer these questions perfectly. Just notice what comes up. Sometimes awareness is the first step towards change. And remember, feeling stressed does not automatically mean you're burned out. And experiencing exhaustion doesn't necessarily mean burnout is the cause. Persistent exhaustion, low mood, sleep difficulties, anxiety, difficulty functioning, or other ongoing symptoms can have many possible causes. If you're struggling for a prolonged period or you're concerned about your physical or mental health, it's important to speak with a qualified healthcare professional. What can you do? So, what can you do if you recognize yourself in this video? Start by resisting the urge to simply push harder. If your body is telling you that your resources are depleted, adding more pressure may not be the answer. Instead, begin with the basics. Create small opportunities for genuine rest. Look at what you can reduce, postpone, delegate, or say no to. Build boundaries around your time and energy. Make space for activities that help you feel like yourself again. And perhaps most importantly, stop treating rest as something you have to earn. Rest isn't a reward for completing everything on your list. You are allowed to rest because you are human. And recovery isn't always about doing more. Sometimes recovery begins with doing less. So, if you remember one thing from today's video, let it be this: stress says, there's too much happening. Burnout says, I have nothing left to give. Your exhaustion isn't something you have to ignore. Your irritability isn't necessarily a character flaw. And needing rest doesn't mean you're weak. Sometimes your body is simply asking you to pay attention. If you found this video helpful, take a moment to subscribe to the Intuitive Calm. Here, we explore stress management, nervous system regulation, journaling, self-awareness, and gentle ways to create more calm in everyday life. And if you're someone who loves writing, journaling, and developing yourself, you're in the right place. Follow along for practical tips to understand your stress, reconnect with yourself, and create a calmer life one small step at a time. Until next time, take a breath, slow down, and remember to listen to what your mind and body are telling you.